One other story from today's Commissioners Court meeting, commissioners unanimously adopting a resolution supporting the idea of a tiers or tax incremental reinvestment zone being established on North Beach. And it basically allows for increased tax revenue to be used specifically for improvements on North Beach.
The purpose of this agenda item was to show support.
And that is exactly what supporters of the North Beach tiers got from Nueces County commissioners. The commissioners voting to adopt a resolution supporting the effort. Carrie Meyer with the North Beach Community Association explains what that support means to their organization.
They're giving the city confidence that the county is behind it. And it's basically just taking a portion of taxes that are paid on North Beach into a special fund to then fund some improvements for North Beach, public improvements.
Proponents of the North Beach tiers say, as it stands right now, the taxing entities receive less property taxes from owners than they would if property values were higher. But they say property values cannot go up unless there are major improvements in infrastructure to attract private investors. With today's endorsement from commissioners, the North Beach effort will now move on to Del Mar Regents in the hopes that this proposal will have their support as well.